What's your take on that?
You know, it's funny. Steven Yeun called me the night before, and he was like, we'd just gotten back from Comic-Con, I think. And he was like, I heard that Frank Darabont's getting fired. And I was like, no way. I was like, no way. He just delivered AMC the biggest hit they've ever had. Like, that's crazy. And he goes, okay, that's what I thought too. But, you know, I'm kind of new to this. And I was like, no, man, it's good. Go to bed. So literally the last time Steven called me for advice. Look, there's so much I wasn't privy to. But to me, it just felt like an assassination. It just felt like, I mean, the reasons that we were given were like, he's unexperienced as a showrunner and he's unprepared and he doesn't know what he's doing. And I remember being like, but this motherfucker, 1 month before we started shooting season 2, dropped 6 completed scripts in my lap and said, you can learn these lines, they're not going to change.
And they were wonderful.
They were wonderful.
Yeah.
And this is probably a controversial thing to say. You cannot beat his writing. You can't. And there are some really good people who've been writing on that show since, and I got a lot of love and respect for them. Nobody writes like Frank Darabont.
That's a whole different level, yeah.
It's a whole different level. He has a level of humanity and a fearlessness with sentimentality that is just astonishing. And an economy of language. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
We've said this before, but like that first scene I did with Scott Wilson, where I say, you have no idea what you're doing. You're completely in over your head, aren't you? And he goes, ma'am, aren't we all? That's the entire show.
It's a show, yeah.
I mean, it was extraordinary. And so to have somebody say he's not ready to be a showrunner, he's unprepared. There may have been legitimate grounds for firing him. If there were, I never heard them. But that was a line of bullshit. And it pissed me off. And I remember walking up to Kirkman and saying to him, if you don't think we know the difference between a script written by Frank Darabont and anybody else, you're out of your mind. And I looked in his eyes and I thought, I'm going to get written off this show. Shouldn't have said that. I was too pissed. But it was also that like mama bear in me. I was like, we created this beautiful thing. Frank was the one who brought us in. Yeah. Like, I'm going to go to war for this guy. Yeah. And you went to war for this guy. And Jeff DeMunn went to war for this guy. And we lost that war.
Dude.
we
got pulverized.
Lost that war. Yeah. In like, looking back on it, fuck, now I think this might be too insensitive a thing to say. It feels a little bit like, remember that guy that stood in front of the tank in Tiananmen Square? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just like, I can stop this. I'm under a tank. Yeah. I'm under a tail. I didn't stop this. I'm out of a job. Okay, well, cool.
Yeah. But is there anything there? I mean, do you hold your head high? Like, do you feel? Because I don't know, man. Like I don't know, hindsight, whatever. I just. You know, when I think about what that guy did for me, what he did for my family, what he did for my life, again, shit we might not have been privy, like
for sure.
You know, I didn't play ball. Like I was just like, y'all are rotten. Like that's fucked up. Like he did not deserve to be. Like he made this, and like unbelievable group of people working on that show. Unbelievable. Like it was such a huge success and such a. You know, like I've done so many, we've done so many projects since then. We know so many other people. That one was unique and special and hit the zeitgeist in such a unique and special way. But like, I don't know, for me, I give him credit. For you know, every single person that was there because he put him there and he picked him, and the culture of that show and the way that it's him and getting rid of him when they got rid of him and how they got rid of him to me was just totally
2 weeks
sinister.
Before he was financially vested in the show. Like that's something's rotten in Denmark.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, look, you asked about loyalty earlier. Like that was a lesson in loyalty because I really truly thought we can all rise up and stop this.
Yeah, I remember. It was the open letter to Variety, and we were like in 2 camps. Remember, it was like one camp was like, we got to keep working, and then we were like, no, we're walking off. Remember? And
yeah, I mean, the thought was if we all refuse to come back to work until they bring him back, it will at least bring enough attention to the fact that this cast is furious, that maybe somebody, and my heart was a little bit broken when there was almost no stomach for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, there were, you and me and Jeff, like, it was kind of funny. It was like, you're like, charge! And you turn around and you're like, there's no army.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, it's me and a paper sword. Charge!
Yeah.
I mean, and then, yeah. I mean, but look, I'm proud of it in retrospect. There were years afterwards that financially were very scary. And like, those were years where I was like, what was the actual price of your integrity?
Yeah, maybe you should have shut the fuck up.
Because another 2 years on that show with the raises they got, like,
it's a different deal.
That's life-changing money, And again, I'm a materialist. The economics of that decision, I was like, yeesh. I remember you called me at one point and you're like, you are going to war for a millionaire and you are not a millionaire. And I was like, I'm in it now.